convenience and 0% APR at your local Infinity retailer.
Who's giving the best this holiday? You. And JCPenney. With the brands you love. And the gifts they can't wait to open. At the lowest prices, guaranteed. Or we'll beat it by 5%. Surprise everyone on your list. Make the season warm and bright. Feel the joy worth giving. JCPenney. That's getting your pennies worth.
The 7-day forecast on Good Day Austin is brought to you by AutoNation.
In September, authorities arrested 2 undocumented immigrants in the Austin area for crimes including murder, aggravated sexual assault, and kidnapping. Both had previously been deported more than twice. We wanted to see how it was possible for them to enter the United States illegally so many times. Fox 7's Jennifer Kendall rode shotgun with the Border Patrol to find out in this investigative report.
1,254 miles. That's how much land in Texas the Border Patrol must secure every single day.
Yes, McAllen Station, where we're going, is actually the busiest area in the whole country for illegal entries, and I can take you to the exact spot where they come in.
During fiscal year 2016, which ended September 30th, Border Patrol agents in the Rio Grande Valley sector apprehended about 500 undocumented immigrants per day.
It's been like a group, and then maybe 5 minutes later, another group, and then half an hour later, you'll see another one.
Within minutes of driving down this private road along the Rio Grande River, we pull up to a woman and child who just crossed illegally into the United States.
So I have one female with a young child just west of your location.
Border Patrol agent Marlene Castro believes they're stragglers from a larger group apprehended just down the road. But that's not the story she's given.
It's one of those things that you learn from talking to people and stuff. She came alone. She paid 100 pesos just to cross the river. Everything else she did on her own, which I doubted.
Nellie says she and her 1-year-old son Joshua were assaulted by gang members in Honduras. That's why they decided to make the dangerous trek to the United States to stay with her cousin's husband in Florida. Their journey funded by Nellie's brother, who she says lives in Denver.
They get processed. They have an opportunity to tell their story. You know, they're going to get to see an immigration judge at some point. They might be seeking asylum. There's different reasons.
Just on the other side of this river is Mexico, and a lot of families coming from Central America are paying smugglers in Mexico to help them get across the Rio Grande on a raft. But these families tell us they're not coming here to hide from Border Patrol in the United States. In fact, they want to get caught.
We're going to go down to that hot spot where they all come in.
It's about a 5-minute hike through heavy brush to the riverbank. Trails formed by the thousands of people coming through each week make the trip easy to navigate.
This area right here, the smuggler usually brings the raft up. They'll wait right there, see where all those clothes are and stuff. He'll be sitting there with the raft and people are gathering, and as soon as he has enough people, he'll bring them across, go back, wait for another group, and bring them across.
Most of the unaccompanied children and families are traveling from Honduras, which has one of the highest murder rates in the world. Because they're seeking asylum, they walk right up to federal authorities and willingly pack into transport vehicles.
We're not a deterrent because they're looking for us, so we can be standing there and he'll still send them across.
Border Patrol agents know people with criminal histories can cross here just as quickly.
It's easy in the sense that they can just stand there, sit there, wait till they don't see us in the area and come across.
In fact, it's not uncommon for agents to arrest someone they've arrested before.
They come in, you arrest them, you deport them. They come in again, you catch them, you arrest them, deport them. And they keep coming back.
While arrests of individuals are down compared to 2014, more Central American families are crossing illegally into the United States this year. At the same time, thousands of criminals are finding a way through the southern border.
They might use it as a distraction. The women and children are coming across and they'll come in from somewhere else because we're caught up with the women and children. Or they'll do it in the cover of darkness, whereas women and children are mostly during the day.
A quick walk to the road, a 1-minute drive, and we locate another group.
We've got a group of 16s here just west of that 130.
Again, family units, all but one from Honduras. This time, there are also a handful of unaccompanied minors. Most say they paid about $8,500 to smugglers in order to escape gang violence in their home countries. All of them raised their hands when asked if they wanted to be apprehended.
There you go. They said yes because security is important to them.
After they're loaded into transport vans, they're taken here, a temporary holding facility in McAllen. 740 people are currently staying in this building, 214 of them children who crossed by themselves. Here they have access to food, water, bathrooms, toiletries, and a safe place to sleep. It's already a better way of life than the one they left behind.
He said the gangs in El Salvador are running not just the neighborhoods, but the city and the police department, that he found out that even the police officers are asking for asylum. And he said, if the police officers are scared, what chance do we have?
But the price they paid to get here is hard to forget.
He said that the journey is very dangerous. There's lots of risks involved. And I asked him if there were any incidents or something that he wanted to talk about. He goes, I was separated from my wife. He doesn't know where she is.
Many make the trip knowing they will be subjected to violence, hoping their sacrifices will pay off.
He did see that if you're alone, whether you're male or female, there are risks involved, and it's more dangerous. The women getting raped and the men being assaulted.
Agent Castro says the number of undocumented immigrants increased from 2015 to 2016. And in the first 3 weeks of fiscal year 2017, it jumped another 63%. Of course, those numbers only include the people that have been apprehended.
We don't know how many have come through, and I can't even begin to give you an estimate or more or less. We know we don't catch everything.
It's a problem that isn't going away.
We all need to come together and find a solution. There is a solution somewhere, but we all have to be able to sit down and talk.
Until they find the answer, Border Patrol agents will be driving up and down the 1,254-mile stretch of the Texas-Mexico border.
Ma'am, I have three minors.
Putting their lives on the line to keep criminals out and save the thousands who risked it all to find a better life in the United States. In McAllen, Jennifer Kendall, Fox 7 News.
The Department of Homeland Security estimates an average of 24,000 undocumented immigrants were granted asylum in the U.S. every year between 2004 and 2014. During that same time, nearly 400,000 were deported annually. A local church is facing backlash after showing support for the LGBT community. It's not stopping the church from continuing its inclusive message. We've got that story next.